Why jiu-jitsu? So I've been doing martial arts now for about 46 years. I started off with judo. Halfway through judo, I started in boxing. So did 13 fights in boxing, got a little bit of experience for about 6 years in boxing. From there, went to taekwondo. From taekwondo to Japanese jiu-jitsu. With the Japanese jiu-jitsu, I also did some kickboxing. And when I got exposed to Brazilian jiu-jitsu, I feel like out of all the martial arts that I was exposed to, the only one that truly did what everybody says martial arts can do, where a smaller, weaker person can either defend themselves or dominate a much bigger opponent. I feel like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was the first one that could actually do what every other martial art said it would do. And as I accumulated some injuries over the years, it's reinforced it because, and as I got a lot older, obviously, it made me realize that if an old cripple can still beat a young athlete in some of these situations, not even beat, sometimes just be able to hang with somebody who's 30 years younger than you, who's in really good shape, who's still an athlete, it's like, yeah, this stuff really works. When I was doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, when we first started, there were no black belts to learn from here. So we had to travel, go to seminars. We had to travel quite a bit to learn. At the point where we had a black belt in Montreal, I would travel 2 hours to go and do a class and then a private, and then drive 2 hours back. So I'd pay $120 for the private, have to try and remember what it is that we were taught, and then from there practice the heck out of it, and then go back and build up on it. So I mean, it cost a fortune in both time and in money. So ideally what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to save other people from having to go through with this, where they'll have access to good information that's not all over the place, because when I was first learning, you would learn all kinds of stuff, but you'd have to try and make it fit where, you know, it was all random. So something that's systematic where you can learn and build off of it, where it's not going to cost you $120 an hour, and that you don't have to rely on your memory for all the details. You can go back and look at things over and over again until you have it down. So it's to help the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu community, not just our team, but to help the community at large. So there's no real end goal. Again, it's to share information with the community. So I really want, if you can, just to give you a rough idea of what the picture would look like, if there was a table here and we were doing a puzzle, if you were to learn just random pieces of a puzzle all over, you can't see any picture. By showing a system, I'm giving you a bunch of pieces that are all together. So you're seeing a bit of a picture here, and then we'll connect that to another system so you have a pretty big picture of the puzzle, and then we're adding big groups. So your ability to see the big picture is a lot better. And this will be my big picture. Later on, we'll also be asking some of our other black belts that have other specialties if they can add in some of their specialties as well. So it'll just continue to grow. We'll also be doing Ask the Professor series, where if people want to send in a video question, we'll do video answers, and I'll give the option of some of the other black belts to give, if they would have a different answer, what they would like to do as well. So we'll continue to build on this and really try and grow the community.